What's up guys, it's Joe with J Blake Photo. Before I get into today's video, I wanted to mention here in Nevada, we have had all non-essential businesses shut down. We are recording this video in the midst of the COVID-19 coronavirus global pandemic. So I just want to say to everyone out there, please be safe, be healthy. If you can stay home, please do it. I hope everyone out there is doing well. In today's video, we've got leaked photos of the rumored and upcoming refresh of the DJI Mavic Air, Mavic Air 2, or in some cases it might just be called the Mavic, we're not really sure. But I thought we'd take a look at the photos, take a look at the design of this new drone, as well as what we think some of the specs might be based on those photos, and some of the thoughts that I might have as far as what this drone might be bringing us when it's released. Just a reminder, if you like videos like this where we talk about leaks and specs, drones, cameras, other fun technology gadgets, go ahead and hit the like button. That helps my channel quite a bit. It tells YouTube that this is the kind of video that you're interested in and this is the kind of content that I should continue creating. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Go ahead and hit that bell as well. That way YouTube lets you know whenever I make new videos. Also, lastly, if you haven't already, head over to my Instagram and go ahead and follow me there. That's where I'm posting most of the photos from my most recent trips. I just got back from Maui, Zion National Park as well. I will not, unfortunately, be traveling to Europe this spring as I had originally planned. That trip got canceled, but I will be finding new, fun, and exciting things to photograph, and I'll be posting that on my Instagram. So go ahead and follow me there. Okay, with all that business out of the way, let's talk about the DJI Mavic Air 2 or Mavic refresh that we should be expecting. So a number of websites have leaked out these photos of the rumored new entry in DJI's Mavic lineup. With some serious competition coming from Skydio, my hope is that we'll see DJI really diversify its lineup and bring things all under the Mavic brand. So now in these videos, we can very clearly see that DJI is moving away from the original Mavic Air design, pictured here from the original launch, and will be moving to a much more Mavic-esque look. Now, this is the same direction that they went with the Mavic Mini when they ditched the Spark design and really kind of adopted fully that Mavic look. Now, we don't know if they're going to continue to call it the Mavic Air or if they're going to drop the Air moniker altogether, somewhat like how Apple did with the MacBook a few years back, and actually just call it the Mavic. I actually really kind of like that idea because then it sets this Mavic as kind of the base unit, and then the Mavic Mini becomes the less expensive version. The Mavic Pro and the Mavic Zoom become the higher tiered versions. So the two big questions are going to be, what's it going to cost, and what are the specs going to be? Now, the original Air came with a lot of really great features, but it also came with a great price. Those two things put together really made it an amazing product. From the photos, we can tell for sure that this drone is going to have the 360-degree obstacle avoidance sensing, similar to the Mavic 2 Zoom and Pro. It also looks like it has the LEDs that are on the bottom of the body. Now, just a quick note about the 360-degree viewing cameras that are all over the Mavic 2. You can still run into a tree. Here's video of that. Though I will say that these LEDs here on the bottom are really bright. And I was actually out doing some photography in the evening a couple of days ago and had an opportunity to use them, and wow, just lit up the whole scene. So I'm actually really kind of excited to use these in maybe some low light photography projects. So I might be finding some kind of creative ways to use these in the future. But it definitely looks like the Mavic Air or Mavic will be getting that lower LED. It also looks like it has the silent props that we get on the Mavic 2, which is fun. This thing is very, very quiet, so I am excited to see that on the Mavic Air. One of the things about the Mavic Air that I know I wasn't a big fan of was how loud it was. Now, the Mavic Air photos that we've got show that the controller is quite a bit bigger than what we normally have out of the Mavic Air, the Mavic Mini, or even what we had out of the Mavic Pro. This is the smart controller for the Mavic 2. It almost looks a little bit like this in terms of its size, minus the screen. Pretty much the design feels or looks like it's going to feel the same I really love this controller. I love the way that it feels in the hand. This has been great. And it does look like there might be an option to place the screen kind of above, above the controller. Hopefully that's what it actually ends up being. It kind of looks like a mashup between the Phantom controller and the Smart controller. Also similar to the Mavic 2, the gimbal definitely looks reminiscent of what you have on the Mavic 2 Pro with its 1-inch Hasselblad sensor. So while I do not assume that we're going to be getting that 1-inch sensor or anything kind of up to that spec, I do think we'll be getting an improved sensor, maybe with increased bitrate. And just in general, the construction of this gimbal has been way more solid than anything I've seen in the past. I'd also love to see an adjustable aperture out of the camera there, so maybe that'll be something that they'll add in that housing. As far as cost, my hope is that they're going to be keeping it between that $750 and $850 price range. I think this will keep the lineup pretty well segmented, where you'll have the Mavic Mini down there in the $400 range, you have the Mavic Air at the $700-800 price point, and then the Mavic Pro up in the $1,200 and $1,500 range. One of the things about this drone that really interests me, as well as the Mini, is the fact that when I go hiking or camping or mountain biking, if I want to bring this with me, this is quite a lot of kit to drag around. It's very heavy when you put it all together, and when you try and throw this plus a couple of batteries into a backpack, it's quite a bit of weight to be packing around. So my hope is that we'll get some additional specs and new information about this drone, and hopefully it'll have the low weight that we've come to expect from the Air line, but some of those cool specs and features that we've seen in the last few years from DJI. So that's it. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments if this seems to be a drone that you are waiting for, or if you're happy with the Mini, or if you're gonna splurge on the Zoom or the Pro. Let me know your thoughts down there. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at jblake.photo. And if you, again, are not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and go ahead and hit the bell to let YouTube know that you wanna know when I put out new videos. And of course, hit the like button. Again, that helps my channel quite a bit. And in this crazy time, goes without saying, be safe, be healthy. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're not getting too stir crazy. If you are quarantined or locked up in the house, or whatever it is your local government or health professionals have you doing, go ahead and follow their instruction, and I will see you in the next one.